Hi friends, hi YouTube. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nikki. I love fun, bright, colorful makeup. I love indie makeup and I love color stories that don't necessarily go together, and I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't already. But if you do, if you don't, you don't. It is what it is. I'm just going to suck it up. If you do not subscribe, I will make sure that you lose your favorite lipstick and then it's discontinued so that you can't ever get it back. But today we're going to be going over all of my favorite palettes from each of the brands in my collection. There is a couple that I just kind of left out, like the BH Cosmetics and like Shroud and stuff, but they're kind of in the past. Sorry, not sorry to them. So I have like 12 brands here that I'm going to talk about, like my favorite palettes from. So if you want to see what those are, see which brands I end up talking about, which palettes and all that stuff, then let's get into it. I'm going to start with Glamlight. My favorite one from Glamlight is the Friday the 13th palette. It looks like this. It is just a grungy, fun, good time. Glamlight is not necessarily one of my most favorite brands, but I do love how much dedication and just everything they put into their collections. They always go all out with everything, and I really do appreciate that when, you know, they have a theme and they stick to it and they go all gung-ho for it. It means a lot. But yeah, this is my favorite palette from them. I think it is just gorgeous. It's super pretty. We've got some amazing shimmers in here. It's just some good grungy tones. I need to pull this one out again sometime soon and maybe do like a grungy spring look over here. But yeah, this is just one of my favorites from them. The ice cream palette is a close second though, but for whatever reason, this is just the one that like really speaks to me. Next we have Sinful Echoes, and I pulled the Cosmic Crypt palette, which looks like this. I have 3 of them. I have 3 of these ones: the Cosmic Crypt, Alchemist, Apothecary, and then the Sinister Spellbook. For whatever reason, this one really just speaks to me. I do have a feeling it probably has to do a lot with like the black shadow and really that astral shifty shade right there, but I really do adore this one. I adore all 3 of these, so this was a really difficult one to pick. I do think that the Alchemist, Apothecary, the green one, is a very close second and almost beat this one out, but again, with the Friday the 13th, this is just something that really just spoke to me. I want to pick up some of their other stuff, but yeah, this is the one. Next is Beauty Bay. If you've been here, you already know what this one's going to be. I almost put Tropical in here. I didn't. I almost put the Mini Charms palette, and I didn't, just because I feel like we know, right? It is the Wilderness palette. It looks like this. I think this is one of, if not the best curated stories I've ever seen. It's one of my all-time favorite palettes in my collection. It's one of my first palettes in my collection. It is one of the best color stories in my collection. It is just everything and more. The formula is amazing, and just like this color story really speaks to me. There's just so many good things and so many good options in this one, and I really do adore it. Again, like I said, this color story has my freaking heart beyond belief, and I adore it so much. Next, we have Unearthly. Again, if you've been here, you already know what this one is going to be. It is the Gargoyle palette. I freaking adore this one. This is one of, if not the, like, I think it's in my top 3 palettes from last year. Yeah. And I freaking adore it. We've got some like kind of like neutral-ish kind of vibes if you want, but I love these rows down here. I really need to dig into this one. I almost was gonna bring this with to Vegas, but we're just gonna let it be for right now. But yeah, this is just one of my top palettes. The shimmers and the mattes and everything in here are just amazing. I freaking love Unearthly's formula. So it was kind of difficult if I would have to rank these again of what would be my favorite. I mean, clearly that one, but like the formula and everything is just so good in that brand that it's hard to pit a bunch of bad bitches against each other, and that's why I don't like doing rankings. Next we have Cosmic Beauty, Cosmic Brushes. And again, if you've been here, you already know what this one's going to be. It's no surprise. It is the Undergrowth palette. The Undergrowth palette fills every ounce of Bog Witch Shrek vibes that I have in my soul and my butt cheeks. And I just freaking love it. Like, this is one hell of a color story. Like I said with the Wilderness one one hell of a color story, okay? Like, this is just everything and more. Again, another one that I really do need to pull out again. I keep using this for Mishmash Mondays, but I really need to play with it on its own and make something, like, dark and disgusting looking. You know, like, we have some really disgusting looking colors in here, and I mean that in the best way. I love a good, disgusting baby shit, baby puke, yellow, brown. You know, like, I feel it and I love it. So this is that and everything and more, and I love it. Okay? Like, our whole room is green here. Like, you know, like this is that. And I feel like Cosmic Brushes, Cosmic Beauty formula is just one of the top ones on the market. But I think this is their best one in my opinion. Next I have Gourmand Girls. I do have 2 palettes from them. I have not used this one yet. I have Nightshade and Haunted. I chose Haunted even though I have not used it specifically because I like this color story more. I think I have this one coming up in either end of April or sometime in May. But yeah, this one. I think it is just absolutely gorgeous. We have so many good, perfect colors in here. I chose this one despite not using this one over the Nightshade one just because there's so many purples in that one. I feel like there's more choices for looks in this one, and the color story in this one just really gravitates. Like, I just really gravitate towards this one more than I do the other one despite not using it, but that is because I keep buying new things and not doing anything else. You feel me? You know, like, I need to slow my roll on that and play with some more old stuff. Next I have Diverroom Cosmetics. I only have 2 palettes from here, but I chose the Gloomy Gardens palette, which looks like this. I love this one. This one was on my wish list for the longest time. I think it is just an absolutely gorgeous color story. The formula is freaking amazing from them. I highly recommend this brand if you've not tried them, but yeah, I really do like this one. The color story is fun. It's perfect for spring or really like any season. I feel like this is like a good spring and fall palette, but I just really adore this one. There's like, you know, we can have our grungy pastel moments, and I really fuck with that, and I really, really like this one, and I'm so glad that I finally picked it up, and I really, really did end up liking it. You know, it was on my wish list for the longest time, and I thought, oh, it's not going to live up to the hope that I wanted it to be at, but it did, and that's just freaking amazing. Next I have ColourPop. If you know me, I say to my intro, I love fun, bright, colorful makeup. This one does not really fall into that category, and if you've been here, you kind of know that this is my favorite ColourPop palette. It is the Frosty the Snowman. Like I said, it does not really fit into what you would think of for me, but I adore this one, actually. I don't have a lot of ColourPop. I think I have like 6, 7 palettes. I almost chose the Star Wars one for this, but I didn't. I went with this one just because I really do enjoy it. I ended up playing with this one a bunch, and I really do enjoy it. I do not like ColourPop's like glitter formula just because it is like a chunky glitter, but I freaking adore this one. Like I said with the Glamlight one, they really went with the theme on this one, and they did super, super, super well on it, and I don't know. There's a bunch of good options in here, and for whatever reason, my heart really gravitates toward it, and I love it. Next, we have Blend a Bunny. This one is a newer one from them, one I still need to be playing with more because it's just everything and more. It is so heavy duty and like compact too. Like, I really like it. It is the Beauty Below palette. It is everything and more. This outer packaging, I said this before, that even if the inside sucked and the outer packaging looked like this, I still would have gotten it because I'm a hoarder. But I digress. This is the inside though. It is just absolutely gorgeous. It performed and worked so absolutely beautifully. Everything just blends together so well. There's so many gorgeous tones and options in this one, and I really do enjoy it. That Irresistible shade has my heart though right there. I freaking adore it. Again, another one that I really need to take out and play with soon. These next ones are not going to surprise anybody. Like I said, I feel like most of these aren't going to surprise anybody if you've been here. Like, you kind of know me at this point. You know what I like and whatnot. But we're gonna talk about IntroAide. This is the only one where I couldn't necessarily choose. This is the only one that kind of has two because I couldn't pick. So I have the Après-Ski and the Ghost Town. It used to be my top one was the Haunted Europe, but for whatever reason, these two kind of just like ended up beating it out, which is cool, you know, like that was kind of cool. But yeah, this is the Après-Ski one. Like I said, I can't choose between them. I just really like both of them, which really for the Ghost Town is kind of surprising as it is a more neutral leaning S-type one, but like I'm really into that like bog witch, like dirty, grungy cottagecore vibe, and I really do feel like this one fits that. But I'm also a fun, bright, colorful eyeshadow lover, and this one really fits into that vibe, and I couldn't pit them against each other. So, yeah, there's both of those for Nomad. If you've been here, you kind of know what these other two are going to be, before I even put them up and I just say the name of the brand. This one's Belle Bar. It is the Secret Garden palette. I freaking adore this one. I ended up creating this look with this here today. I think the tutorial on this is going up before I film this. I mean, I'm filming this on the same day right afterwards before I upload it. So we will see. But this is the color story. It is everything. These shimmers are so amazing. They are so good. They are everything. They are just, oh my gosh. I said this in my video when I was playing with this. If I could bathe or turn into those shimmers, I would. It is so incredibly formulated. It is so amazing and just easy to work with. Everything blends together so beautifully. The shimmers are everything and more. It's such a fun time. And then last but not least is the Fantasy Cosmetica. Again, if you know, this was my last year's #1 top palette. It's my top palette in my collection right now. It is the Harvest of Souls palette. I freaking love this one so much. The color story is everything. Like I said, I'm in my, like, these boggy, witchy, like, dark cottagecore academia-esque type vibes. I know I'm just kind of throwing out stupid words at you, but if you know, you know. This fits that vibe, and I freaking adore it. I think it is stunning. I think the vibes are pretty. The freaking formula is everything. Just, like, look at it. Look at it. Fall in love with it. It's speaking words to you, and it wants you to take it home. And I did that. I took it home, and now it's my baby and my #1 baby, and it's very precious to me. And I love it so much. It's just, like I said with the Undergrowth palette, the nasty butt colored, you know, I love those ones. I love just all of this. It's just, yeah, I freaking love it. And now I'm just blabbing. But yeah, those are all my favorite palettes from all the brands in my collection. This was honestly not that difficult to do. It was easy to kind of just look at my palettes and be like, yep, that's the one. And I'm just really connected to them. We're on the same wavelength. I'm losing my mind. But if you made it to this point of the video, thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. I really do appreciate having you guys here, watching my content, enjoying my content. It means the world to me. So a couple things before you go, though. Remember to not be a piece of shit. Don't be homophobic, don't be transphobic, don't be racist. It's 2025. Put your head to the ass and do freaking better. And remember to be taking enough food, enough water, enough nutrients, to be having self-care days, to be taking care of yourself and others. And remember, morals over makeup. It is just disgusting seeing the way that some of y'all are just throwing your morality and decency out the window for a freaking eyeshadow brand. It is just baffling. Just saying. But yeah, there we are. We made it to the end of the video. I need to go eat something. I'm feeling like crap. But anyways, remember to do good, be good, and I can't wait to see your cute face next time.